I'm Pastor Steve. We've been looking at the history of the Bible, and we've been looking at a lot of the wonderful stories of life in the ancient times, especially as one group of ancient people reflected on their memories of a previous age. Memories where they're remembering the purity of the leadership of Abraham. They're remembering the purity of the teachings of Enoch. They're remembering the purity of the rulership of David and Solomon. And they're idealizing this stuff and trying to get back to it in the context of all this continuous change that's flooding at them as the neighboring peoples around Judea are just encroaching constantly in and taking their land and just running them over. Now, what I want to say about that is a very important observation, and you can find it in great detail in the essay on my website called Agnotology and the Paradox of Relevance. In that, we look at what we don't know, because the human mind is set up in a very interesting way. If you give someone a tiny little bit of information about something, but all they get is a tiny little bit of information, what they're going to do is fill in the blanks with their imagination. This is a human thing. If we don't have the data and the facts to fill in the blanks with absolute facts, what we do is we imagine stuff and fill in the blanks with our imagination. That's what we see in the popular videos that are out there and a lot of the stuff about the book of Enoch. People use their imagination using the provocative language that Enoch uses as he describes his encounters with the memories of the previous culture in the previous millennium. That's imagination. I like to watch some videos. It's just for the fun of it. I watch these little videos on Netflix called The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. It's just fun. What they do there is they take a tiny bit of factual data and then they just fill it in with their imagination, making up this and that and the other thing to try to explain what they're looking at. In other words, they don't differentiate between the facts as they have them and their own imagination that they're letting run away with them in this situation. Not to say weird things don't happen at Skinwalker Ranch, just to say we don't know the facts. We don't understand them. And because we don't understand, we just like to fill in the blanks with our imagination. We do the same thing in political discourse. We do when some issue comes up and we only understand part of it, we fill in the blanks to try to, with our imagination, to try to fill in what we don't understand, because we are not good at not knowing. We are creatures designed to know what works, what doesn't work, how to fix stuff. That's our design. So when confronted with a lot of data, a lot of information, we have this bad habit of just intuiting and making up the rest of it. That happens a lot with the interpretation of the Bible and other texts. I'm Pastor Steve. Thanks so much for watching.